Come on in, come on in. How are you guys today? How was your Labor Day weekend? How are you guys? How is everything? Come on in, Kingdom, you guys of the light. Come on in. How are you? We are talking about co-parenting today with a narcissist. How are you guys doing today? How are you? Mhm. How is everyone doing today? What are you guys up to? How was your Labor Day weekend? I hope you guys had an amazing one. I had a great one. I spent it with the kids. It was well overdue. We spent some real good quality time together. We had a good time, so I'm hoping that you guys had a good time as well. Come on in, Kingdom. How are you guys doing today? As you come in, give me a thumbs up. Let me know that you had a good weekend and that you're doing well. And we are talking today about co-parenting with a narcissist. We know that it is challenging, and we know that it can be very stressful, and we know that it could be a complete roller coaster. Um, it's uh, it's just like you're still in it with them. You're still going through this vicious cycle of this. They have to have the complete control. They have to be the ones to dictate how things are going to go. And if things don't go the way they want them to go, then everyone is going to suffer, including the kids. Um, Unfortunately, they do not consider the kids at all. A lot of their I'm going to assume their motivation is to get back at the other parent. How can I make this other parent suffer? It is not about the children. It is not about putting their best interests. It's not about putting their feelings ahead of the kids' feelings, ahead of anyone, which is what we should be doing, which is what we should be striving for. That these kids that have been in this roller coaster relationship this whole time can, now that the parents are no longer together, that hopefully we can peacefully co parent, um, and at least communicate with each other and talk to each other and be on the same page. But unfortunately, I wish that we could say that that is the case. I wish that we could say that, they work with us. I wish that I could say that they show up when they say they're going to show up. I wish that we could say that they go with the flow and care about the kids and do everything for the kids, and it's all about the kids, and at least showing the kids that, hey, even though mom and dad or whoever that other parent is, even though we're no longer together, um, I still love you, and I still want the best for you, and I still want for you to be happy. And that is not the place that they come from. They cause a lot of stress, and a lot of times it is to get back at the other parent. A lot of the things that they do to the kids, they don't consider the kids at all. They tell the kids a lot of dirty things. They say inappropriate things. They do inappropriate things to the kids. And the kids are still in this roller coaster, probably even more so when you're co-parenting. So how is everyone doing today? How are you guys? What are you guys up to? How was your Labor Day weekend? Um, and what is going on with you with co-parenting with a narcissist? How is that going? What struggles are you having? What blocks are you coming across? Now that you see this person from a completely different perspective, you've known that this person had this evil streak in them, but now it's coming from a even lower and a even dirtier space. What are some things that you guys are experiencing going through the co-parenting with narcissists? And how are you guys today? And are you doing well? Are you guys stressed out because of the co-parenting? What is going on? Um, are they lying on you? Are they telling the kids things that they shouldn't tell the kids? Are they doing things when the kids are there that they shouldn't be doing? Um, Tell me what's going on. How is everybody doing today? We are going to be talking about co-parenting with a narcissist. How is that working out? What does that look like for you guys? What are the struggles that you are having going through this separation? And now we've come to another mountain that we have to climb with. Now they can no longer dictate what's going on in your home. So now they're going to make you suffer even more because they're no longer there, you're no longer there, and they're going to let you pay for that. And they're taking it all out on you, and they're making you suffer, and or they think that they're making you suffer, but they're really making the kids suffer. And what are the kids feeling? How are the kids feeling? If they're big enough, what is it that they're um, voicing to you? What is their struggles? What are their frustrations with this co-parenting thing? How is that working out? So tell me, how are you guys doing? What is going on? I am just so happy. Come on in. You guys are the light. You guys are the energy source. You guys are amazing. You guys are survivors. You guys are thrivers. You guys are victorious. And even though you've been through the storm, uh, even though you've gone through what you've gone through, you can still get up every day and you can still give God the praise. You can still give God the honor. You can still give God the glory, that you know that you can get through this, and that with Him all things are possible, and that whatever that situation is that you're going through, whether it's co-parenting or divorce or just going through that separation or trying to get out of that situation, God is on the throne. Give all of your burdens, all of your worries. You are not to worry. The Bible tells you you are not. Jesus said, he asked his disciples, why do you worry? Why do we worry? He has already given us everything. We just have to, he wants us to acknowledge him. He wants us to give him the praise. He wants us to him give him the glory. And once we do that, we tell him verbally, Father, fix it. Father, make my crooked places straight. Whatever it is that we ask of him, he always delivers. Now, he doesn't always deliver right at that moment, because sometimes we have some work to do and we have some things that we need to work out. But he always works it out. He always comes through. And sometimes, and I know for me, this has happened on numerous occasions. Sometimes it's just in the nick of time. Just in the nick of time, when you think that all things are going to fall apart, when things don't look like it's going in your favor, that's where you have to hold on to him even stronger. That's where he wants to see that your faith is in him 100%, and that you are trusting in him. And at that point, a lot of times when we get to that point, there isn't anything for us to do because it's out of our control. But we have to say, God, I give this all to you. I surrender it all to you. And we have to surrender our children. We have to surrender this whole situation with the narcissist. We have to surrender it to God. There isn't anything that we can do right now. There isn't anything that we can fix. There isn't anything that we can change. It is what it is. But we have to stay focused on God. We have to trust him in the process. We have to work on ourselves. We have to love ourselves. We have to love our kids. And if we are not in a healthy space, this is the thing that really, for me, one of my peeves that I have with the narcissist is what narcissists don't realize, and they don't care, um, is if the parent that is the child lives with the majority of the time or all of the time, if that parent is stressed, if that parent is not getting the help that they need, if that parent is not in a healthy mindset, how can that parent be healthy for that child? It's something that you would think that you don't have to verbally say, and they don't care. But it shows that they care nothing about the kids. Because if their goal is to make you suffer as the parent, as the other parent, if their goal is to make you suffer, if their goal is to make you pay, if their goal in their mind is they're going to do everything in their power to destroy you, everything in their power to bring you down, it shows that they don't love the kids. If they can't put their feelings aside to put the kids on the front and say, I care about my child. I care about how my child feels. I care about how my child sees me. I care about how my child sees me co-parent with the other one, the other parent. If they don't care about those things, it just shows that they're vicious, disgusting people who don't mean the kids any good. So tell me, what's going on with you guys? How are you guys doing? What are your co-parenting struggles? What are your co-parenting? How is co-parenting going for you? Is it a struggle? Is it a fight every day? Are you constantly having to remind the narcissist to be a parent even though they're no longer there? Are you constantly having to call the narcissist and say, hey, the kids want to see you. Hey, when are you coming? Hey, when you say you're coming, show up. Hey, do you remember that it's their birthday? Have you called them to wish them happy birthday? Have you made some kind of effort to get them a gift for their birthday? Hey, Christmas is coming. Do you know what size shoe they wear? Hey, we're going back to school. Hey, can I get some help financially with going back to school? Do you get any of those things? Are you getting that support from your narcissist? Or is it flatline where they don't care? They do not have the child's best interest at heart, and they don't care how you get by. They don't care how you're making things work. They don't care what you have to do to pay the bills. They don't care about any of those things. Um, so um what do you guys what's going on with the co-parenting with you guys, and how are you guys doing? Everybody is so quiet today. Come on in, Kingdom, come on in. Tell me how you're doing. Say hi. Let me know that you are doing well with co-parenting. Let me know that you are going through some struggles with co-parenting with the narcissist. What is the struggles? Mm, what are the concerns? What are the things that you are going through with the narcissist? Um, there are some ways that we can try our best to co-parent with them as peacefully as possible. And more importantly, I want you guys to tell me, how are the kids feeling about this separation? And now there's two different households, and they're going through this struggle still with the narcissist. um, that the narcissist doesn't care. How are the kids feeling? What are the kids going through? What is the concerns? How are you guys today? What are you guys up to? Um, if you are new to this channel, I want you to know that God is on the throne. If you're just stopping by, I want you to know that He is in control. And I want you to give all of your concerns, all of your cares, all of your worries, all of your burdens, just give it to Him. Put it out there and tell God what it is. God, I need your help. I can't do this by myself. Tell Him exactly what your concerns are, and He's going to work it out. He's going to figure it out. So, first of all, how are you guys doing? How are you guys today? Hi, 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 hi. Kingdom, you are wonderful. You are beautiful. You are blessed. You are victorious. You guys are so strong. Guys are just amazing in every single way. And if no one's ever told you that, you are doing the best that you can do. And every day you wake up, just give God the glory, just give Him the praise. And He is going to give you the strength that you need to get by. So, how are you guys doing? And are you guys having any concerns? What's going on with the co-parenting with the narcissist? How is that working out for you? How are things playing out? Is the narcissist coming from a even lower, a even dirtier, even, I love the word gutter, even more gutter place? What is it that you guys are going through? How are you guys doing? And I want you to know that I love you and God loves you. And so with God, all things are possible. He can work every single thing out for you. So I just want you to trust Him and just believe in Him and love on Him. And guess what He's going to do for you? The same exact thing. But He's going to love you more. He is going to be there for you more. Always 100%. So how are you guys doing? What are you guys up to? And what are your concerns, your worries, your cares, your burdens? What is going on as far as co-parenting? If you have a question, go ahead and ask. If you have a situation and you want to talk about it, let's talk about it. This channel is here for you guys to say how you're feeling, ask questions, whatever your concerns are, whatever your worries are, whatever your struggles are. Let's figure it out together. Let's work it out together. So, one, I love you, and come on in, Kingdom. You are the light, you're the energy source, and the narcissist can't do without you. And I think that's a lot of times when you're co parenting with them, they're angry at you. And because they're angry at you, they make you suffer, or they try to make you suffer for maybe not wanting them anymore, maybe just drawing that line and saying, I had enough. And you've let them know in any way possible, every circumstance, that you are not playing this game with them anymore. And so they will continue to play the game with you through the kids, which is really unfortunate, which is really sad. But that's what they do. It's all a chess game. It's all a chess game. It's all who has the bigger move. Excuse my French, who has the bigger balls. and they always have to be the one that has the bigger move or the bigger balls or whatever, the bigger ego, which is what they do have, and they don't care about the kids. They do. I personally have seen it for myself. Narcissists don't love children. They don't love the children. Because if they love the kids, they would put the kids first. If they love the kids and they moved on with their life and they've gotten someone else, they would still make the kids a priority. They wouldn't now put the kids on the back burner and disappear and not call the kids and not care about the kids. And now all of a sudden now they want to come around and they want to say, "Oh, I'm back." And they want the kids to now say, "Oh, okay, mom. Oh, okay, dad. Now that you've done what you've done and I should just accept it and move on. And now this is your new life. And I should just say, okay, dad, okay, mom. Okay, I'm going to go and I'm going to just go by what you're saying." And no, they don't consider the kids. They don't consider the kids. They don't love the kids. And they don't care what the kids think. They don't care how the kids feel. They don't consider the kids' feelings. If a child is constantly crying when they have to go to the other parent, if the child is constantly under stress when they have to go to the other parent, if the child is constantly um, begging the other parent to please stop, if this a child is constantly having to talk to this parent and just crying for no reason, crying because the parent is, and I'm going to use my example because this is the things that my daughter was going through, and it was really stressful for me to see that um, they had such a great relationship, and then when the new supply came on the scene, it was a completely different person. um, he did not consider my daughter at all. And then when the judge said yes, there's to be this 50-50 co-parenting, it went from he was non-existent to now he was going to be back being a dad, but under his circumstances. And in his circumstances was he wasn't going to allow my daughter to have her phone while she was there. He wasn't going to allow my daughter to speak to me if she wanted to speak to me. If I called my daughter was crying when she went with him, and 2 hours later I called my daughter to check on her to say, "Hey baby, are you better? Do you feel better? Are you okay?" He wouldn't allow my daughter to answer the phone. He took the phone away from my daughter the entire time. He started taking, towards the end, he started taking the phone away from her, not letting her talk to me at all, turning off her phone. Then when I tried to call him to say, "Hey, I just wanted to make sure that she's okay. Can I just say hi?" He would make up some lie at 7 o'clock in the afternoon and say, "Oh, she's sleeping," or just hang up the phone on me, whatever the case was, and just stressed her out to the degree where you could feel the anxiety when it was her turn to go there. You could just feel the anxiety. You could feel the just stress that, okay, today is I have to go with dad. And while I'm there, dad is going to talk bad about mom the entire time. While I'm there, the other person is just looking and listening and just taking in everything and enjoying it and just giving a very weird vibe, just not caring about the child at all and not putting the child first. So tell me, what are you guys going through with your co-parenting? What are some struggles that have you experienced that? Is that something that your narcissist did? So tell me, how are you guys doing today? What are your struggles? What are some things that you guys want to talk about? And as you come on in, I want you to know that you are the light, you are the energy source, and give me a thumbs up. Let me know you're doing okay. And what are your concerns as far as co-parenting with a narcissist, co-parenting with this demon, co-parenting with this person who doesn't care about anything or anyone other than winning and other than money. That's the only two things that I know that our narcissists cares about is about winning, and it's about money. That's all it's about. Winning and money. And so the kids, it doesn't matter. I don't care. If I say I'm going to show up, I don't care. It doesn't matter to me. I'm not going to call, the narcissist is not going to call and say, hey, sorry, I'm not going to be able to make it today. Something came up. They're always over promising. Everything they say is a lie. They lie to the kids. They lie to you. They lie to whoever will listen. It's all a lie. It's all a joke. I can't understand how adults, grown men and women, can think that it's okay to destroy children, to just destroy children emotionally destroy these kids. It's really, really sad. It's really, really sad. So, Kingdom, how are you guys? What are you guys up to? Say hi. What's wrong? What's going on? What is the issues today? What are the concerns? What is going on with you guys? How are you guys doing? And how is your co-parenting going with the narcissist? How is that working out? Or do they not have any, once they've left, they have no interest in the child at all? They forgot that the child exists. This child does not exist anymore because now maybe they have a new family, maybe they have a um, something new going on. And because they have something new going on, they don't consider the kids at all. They're not calling the kids, they're not communicating with the kids. And in my opinion, the parent is the person that should be the parent. The child should be the child 100%. The child should not be expected at 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, whatever age they are. They should not be expected to be the adult, and the parent gets to be the child. And what I mean by that is the child should not have to be the one to constantly call the parent that they're not living with, to check on them, to see if they need it. If the child shouldn't be checking on the other parent to say, hey, do you need anything? Hey, I know Christmas is coming. What do you want for Christmas? Hey, I know Christmas is coming. What size do you wear? What size shirt do you wear? What size pants do you wear? What size shoes do you? It shouldn't be that way. The child should not have to be the adult, and then the other parent gets to be the child, to be childish and say, oh, if my kid wants to talk to me, they'll call me. No, you call that child to your blue. That's my opinion. You call that child to their blue. Hi, Miss Vanessa, how are you today? Guess what we are talking about today? We are talking about co-parenting with the narcissist. And how are you today, lovey? How is everything? What do you got? What are you up to? How is everything? And yeah, we're talking about the co-parenting with a narcissist. How is that? And how are you? How was your weekend? And how is everything going? Good. I'm doing wonderful. I was supposed to go live on Sunday, and um, I had something that was going on and it lasted a lot longer. And then I was going to go live yesterday, and me and the kids spent the whole day together yesterday. We went out, we did errands, we came back, we went grocery shopping also. We put our groceries away, we cooked together, we ate dinner together. We had a great time. So yeah, yes, this weekend was really, really overdue because we're always going our separate ways and everybody always has something to do. So it was really nice to just just come together, and it was just so peaceful and so much love and harmony, which is what I love. And this is what we have to teach the kids. So, and yeah, everything is going. So, what's going on with you? Do you have any concerns, any questions about co-parenting? What are some struggles? What are some questions? What are you going through? What is some of the things that you're experiencing? How is that working out? And Kingdom, you guys are wonderful. I just love you guys. I love you guys so, so much. Let's see here. Vanessa said, I haven't heard from my narc baby daddy since I saw him a week ago. To be honest, he isn't a consistent dad. Yeah, that's something that I actually was just talking about just now. So I think we talked about this already. Um, so your how let's do it this way today. How does your son feel about that? What is his take on his dad not being consistent in his life? What is his feelings? What is he voicing to you? What is his um, concerns? What are his struggles that he's going through with not having that consistent dad? Which, you know, every kid, every kid, especially boys, they need their dad. You know, they really do. It's really, really sad. It's really, really unfortunate. But what is your son's uh, mindset? Um, how is he feeling? How is he coping with that? Is he one of those kids when he knows dad is coming? Is he like super excited, just really happy in a great space, and then he gets let down because his dad isn't showed up? Or is he at the point where he's just had enough emotionally and he can't do it anymore and he's just over it? Let's see. I think deep down it hurts him not having a father, especially when he knows my own father is present in his life. Yeah. Um, so that's probably gonna be your stance on the whole thing. I know that we've talked about it before, and I know that it bothers you a lot. Um, and you know, I always tell you, you got to pray. Um, but if your dad is in his life and your dad is consistent in his life, which it sounds like he is, um, you know, grandpa or pop or pop, whatever he calls him, um, for right now, unfortunately, that's that's going to be dad. You know, you and him and your dad will have to be dad for um, until hopefully, and I don't know that they ever do get their act together, to be very honest, because in their mind it's all about them. It's never about the kids. So yeah, unfortunately. Hey, Miss Annie, how are you today? How are you? We are talking today about co-parenting, and with the narcissist. And Vanessa is still going through the struggles of um, her son's dad is still not consistent. And I think we talked about this before, that we've got to, um, yeah, definitely, definitely. Vanessa says, let's see. Vanessa says, I think what bothers me is the fact that he trapped me with a child and now he's playing all these games. Yeah, unfortunately, that's what they do. And unfortunately, you know, I've talked about that in the past, that that is the way that they can trap you, is by either, if it's a woman, she'll get pregnant, or if it's a male, he'll get the woman pregnant to trap them. So um, I understand 100%. But I know that you'll say that your son is a blessing 100%. And we have to focus on that. Um, he's probably not going to change. He's probably not going to step up to the plate ever to be the dad that your son wants him to be and the dad that you want him to be. Um, Yeah, yep, Annie is saying the same exact thing. Yeah, unfortunately, that's something that they do. It's it's bragging rights. They get to go around and tell everybody, I'm a dad, or I'm a mom, or whatever the circumstances is. But it's all about how everybody sees them. It's bragging rights when they have a child. It has nothing to do with the child at all. And the games that he's playing, Vanessa, um, give me some examples of some things so that I can have an idea. Yep, and Annie agrees. Yep, easy way to control with kids. Yeah, that I did a video one time about ways that narcissists control um, their victims, and having children was one of them, isolating some other things that they do. But yeah, it's one of the ultimate controls is to you know uh, have kids and then decide, hey, I don't want to be here anymore, or I'm not doing this anymore, or if it's my way or the highway, kind of thing. So yeah, unfortunately. But what are some games that they're doing? Give me some examples, just really small examples of some things that they're doing with the co-parenting. What are the struggles that you're having? Annie said um, cruel isolation or make you scared for their safety. Yep. Or yeah, that it's their way. Yep. I know exactly what you're talking about. I experienced the same thing. So the isolation it's to get back at you. It's to get back at you that when the kids are with them, that they have no communication with them, um, because what better way to get back at you than to not let you talk to your kids? Um, yeah, the safety thing. Yep. We know that they're violent. We know that they are erratic. We know that they are very emotional creatures. And we know that they get angry at the drop of a dime. They get angry instantly without any kind of warning. They get become very dangerous. So yeah, we as parents, we do go through that struggle. Yeah, and it's either their way or the highway for sure. Vanessa said it really makes me wonder why he came to my house to see my child, and my child hasn't heard from him in over a week. Well, I told you that was to feel you out. That he's looking. Let's say a little prayer first before I answer this. Heavenly Father, in the mighty name of Jesus, we come before you. We give you honor and we give you glory, Father. And we know that as we go through the struggles, and you know what we are going through with co-parenting, and that we want for the kids to be put first. We want that the kids be in a happy, healthy, and safe environment. And Father, by any means necessary, thy will be done. In the mighty name of Jesus. Amen. 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 Um, so Vanessa, right now, he is looking for supply. Right now, this is what the Spirit is giving me. The Spirit is giving me that he is searching for supply. And when he came by, he used your son as the reasoning, but he came by to fill you out. He came by to see if he could possibly get back with you. And right now, he is searching for supply, the supply that he needs, that you are no longer that supply. So right now, he is searching for that supply. And right now, that's his main priority, is to get supply. They need supply. They need us. They need us. We thought all this time that we needed them. That's the mindset that they had us have, that we needed them. But the truth is, they need us. And he is searching and he is roaming right now, looking for supply, some good supply, any supply right now. Okay, so yeah. Annie said, a week, did your child react bad? Yeah, it sounds like her son is like even keel, not really showing maybe a lot of emotion, just holding it in. Sounds like my daughter a lot. Let's see, he wanted something. Yep, he wanted something. Did he bring a gift? Vanessa, Annie wants to know, did he bring you anything? Did he try to love bomb you? Either with words or with an item or items? Did he try at all to do that? Annie said, protect yourself, please. Amen. Protect us, Lord. Yep. True. He wanted to keep you on the side just in case. Yeah. Unfortunately, sad, but that's what it is. Vanessa said, I was the one who called him to come over to see our child. He didn't call me, but he came. When he came, when he came over, he obviously came over for a reason, right? And when he came over, was his interest more you, or was his interest more the child? And when he came over, were you telling him how you wanted it to go? Were you asking him to step up to be a dad? What was the conversations that you guys had? Let's see. Annie said, oh yeah, he always did the same. Boundaries is important. Still have a hard time with it. Yeah. Yeah. Um, just really sad. Just really, really unfortunate that we have to. This is something that I've just came to the conclusion for myself and for my daughter, is that it's me. It's me. It's me, and that's what it is. So I am mom and I'm dad, and I do everything, which I've been doing. And if you guys consider $46 a week support, then I guess he gives his little $46, and That's what he does, and he doesn't do anything else. Nothing else at all. So it's all us. It is all us. It's all us. And we have to be mom and dad, and we have to come to that conclusion that this is what it is, and this is how it's going to be. And hopefully one day they grow up. Hopefully one day they become adult in their mind and stop being children and stop being bitter towards us and stop thinking that they're hurting us, and know that the kids need someone healthy and the kids need someone consistent in their life. But I got to tell you, if for me, if it means that if he's not going to be there, if he's going to be there and it's going to be toxic and unhealthy, my daughter has come to the stance where she doesn't want to be bothered with the toxicity, and I'm in the same boat. So until they get their act together, it is what it is. So that's the stance that I've come to, unfortunately. Um, Annie said, "Oh yeah, he's always does the same." Yep. We go to court tomorrow. Yeah, I'm stressed out. Yes. Um, yeah. Yep. But we already told you, Annie, you already won. You already won, because he's no longer there to control you. He's no longer there to dictate how things are going to go. And this is a thing that I thought about the other day. The narcissist still wants to control you even though they're not there. The narcissist still wants it to go their way, even though they're not there anymore. And it doesn't work that way. It doesn't work that way. They are no longer in control. They no longer have the power. And that's why they're so angry, and that's why they take it out on us. Um, Kids understand faster, I think. Yeah, the kids see it. The kids know it. The kids know what they've seen and gone through in the household with the two of you. And they like I say this all the time. The kids were right in that toxic relationship with us. So they saw everything and they know everything. So they know it's not a healthy environment. They know that. They absolutely know that 100%. Vanessa said he didn't bring me anything. I don't need anything or want anything from him. When he first came over, we were talking about my child, and then next minute he was talking about me and my boyfriend. Yeah. So as I just stated, he came over, um, unfortunately, and I'm sorry to say this, but his mindset was he's looking for supply, and he came over to fill you out. He came over to fill you out. But Vanessa, this is what my advice. My advice is, don't call him. Don't call him. Don't tell him how he needs to be a dad. Don't remind him on how to be a dad. Don't tell him that your son needs anything. Just go to God. Go to God and ask God to provide it for you. Don't preach to him. Don't remind him. Don't tell him. Don't ask him any questions. Stand back and let him be, or try to hopefully pray that he decides that he's going to be the man that he needs to be, that he's going to be the step up dad that he needs to be. Don't say anything. Don't ask anything. You're giving him fuel when you do that. You're giving him supply, even though we know that it's negative supply because we want them to do the right thing. But in my opinion, in this particular instance, we should not have to remind anyone how to be a parent. We should not have to remind anyone on what their kids need. We should not have to remind anyone, hey, your your child, you should call your child and check on your child. Hey, you should come and take your child out for a little outing. Why don't you come take your kid out to go play basketball or go get ice cream? We should not have to do that. That's called being an adult. It's called being a parent. And we are going to put stress on ourselves, because I was doing it. I was calling, I was saying, hey, texting and saying, hey, you need to do this. Hey, she needs this. Hey, are you going to buy her a Christmas gift? Hey, I'm not reminding anyone anymore to be an adult and to be a father, to be a parent. I'm not doing that anymore. It's too much stress, and it's too much, and the kids see it and the kids know it. So no, we're not doing that anymore. We're not reminding them how to be parents. We're not reminding them how to be adults. We're not reminding them about what the kids need. We're not reminding them about calling the kids, hey, have you checked on him or her lately? No, it's too much stress on us. We got to pull back and we got to let them be who they are. We got to let them show their true colors. And their true colors is they care nothing about the kids. That's the honest truth. It's sad, but that's the reality. Um, our kids, her son is 13 and my daughter is 13. Um, and Annie said, it's sad, but expect nothing from him. Exactly. Exactly. And if they decide one day, hey, let me call, let me say hi, let me find out if my child needs anything or how my child is doing. Okay. Okay, we'll take it. Um, Annie said he forgot my son's birthday last year. Yeah. He was very sad. Yeah. Yeah. Um, a lot of times they got their own thing going on, and they know that we're going to hold it down. They know that we're going to be the parent. Well, they know that we're going to be both parents. They know that we're going to figure out financially how we're going to make things work. They take us for granted. They take us for granted 100%. But God is on the throne, and God is the provider. God is the rock. God is our salvation, and God is going to supply everything for our child. If it means that our children have to get a stepdad or a stepmom, if that's what it is, that's what it is. If it means that the parent that is has to be the mom and the dad, that's what it is. If it means that the other parent has to figure things out financially, emotionally, physically, if that's what it is, that's what it is. But we're not relying on them anymore. We're not giving them the power, and we're not giving them the control anymore. We're taking it off of them. We have to, in order to keep our sanity, or in order to keep ourselves in a healthy space. Unfortunately, we have to come from that stance. And if they decide to show up, if they decide to call, if they decide today that they're going to be the parent, then okay. But it's going to be under our guidelines. It's going to be under our, because what's not fair to the kids is that there's this up, down that we've done all this time with them. And we're not going to allow them to continue to take these kids through this roller coaster up of this up, down, that it's not fair to the kids. So we expect for them to be consistent. We expect for them to be parents. We expect for them to be who they should be, which is a mom or a dad, 100%, regardless of what they have going on over on the other side, regardless of who they're co-parenting with on the other side. That doesn't matter. The fact of the matter is, you still have a child over here. You still have responsibility over here. And if they don't get it in their head that at some point these kids are going to be like, you know what, I'm done. I had enough. And if a kid gets to a point where they're done and they had enough, I feel sorry for the narcissist. I really do. I really, really do. It's really, really, it's quite sad. Let's see. Annie said, I understand. He won't be a father. They don't want to be fathers. They want to run around and play games with whoever will play the game with them. That chess game, that's all it's all about, playing the game. That's all it's about. Um, Annie said, sorry, stay strong. Absolutely. Absolutely. Annie said, I didn't have any money. I just want him. I didn't ask for money. Excuse me. I didn't ask for money. I just want him to show up sometimes, on time, etc. I want full custody, but my kids love him, so it's a dilemma. Yeah, I understand. I completely understand 100%. And there isn't anything we can do other than pray. Pray that they become adults and that they become the parent who they should be, but the good parent, not the parent that still playing the games, not the parent that's still trying to control the kids, not the parent that's coming from a evil space of just doing disgusting things to the kids. That's not what we want. We don't want that. The kids don't deserve that. Um, Vanessa said, I don't ask him for anything financially for my child. I look after my child financially and emotionally. I just want him to be present. I 100% I understand. I completely understand. And he may not be, but pray and ask God that you want him to be consistent in your child's life. You want him to be present in your child's life. You want him to stand up to the plate. But remember, and this is the key, we want for them to be healthy parents. We want them to be loving parents. We want them to be coming from a mindset where they're putting the kids first, because in my opinion, if they're coming around and being parents in their mind, and they're doing all of these disgusting things, where they're paying the push pull with the kids, they're paying push pull with you, they're there one day, they're not there the next day. To me, in my opinion, that's not healthy either. They're still controlling us. They still have the power if they're doing those types of games. So if we gotta say that until they come and they be an adult, a father or a mother 100%, then we got to do what we have to do in the meantime. In the meantime, unfortunately, that's what it is. I don't know that he'll ever be present, because they're playing games. That's what they do. That's their lifestyle. Their lifestyle, probably till they're 70, 80 years old, is to run around and play games, and whoever will pay attention to them, even if it's just a little bit of attention, that's supplied to them. If they're upsetting you, they're still controlling you. If they're telling you that they're going to show up for the kids and don't show up, and you're upset, and the child is upset, they're still controlling us. They still have a hold on us, and that's the sad part that they do, and they do it, I think, on purpose to keep us in that up where we're in that emotional roller coaster all the time. And it's not fair. It's not fair to the kids, and it's not fair to us. Um, so I don't know. I hope that helps, Vanessa. I hope, and I want him. We want them to be healthy parents. I want them to be healthy parents. You want them to be healthy parents. But guess what? They may not ever be able to be healthy parents for our kids. So let's pose a question. What's healthier, for them not to be in our child's life, and that we be the mom and the dad, emotionally, financially, spiritually, verbally, all of the above, that we be there, or we have this person that's coming in, causing strife, causing confusion in our children's lives, causing havoc, causing emotional damage. What's the What's the better spectrum? What's the scale? What is the scale? What would we prefer? Would we prefer that they're inconsistent and that they're toxic to our kids, that they're doing everything that they can to still hurt us through the kids, and that they're still hurting the kids? What's it worth to us that we have peace and that we figure out how to be parents alone, or that we have this person that is just continuing this still game, sick game, and then now still doing it to the kids, still doing it to us? What's the scale for you? I know what it is for me, but what is it for you? I don't know. I don't understand it. It doesn't make sense. Um, oh, honey. Um, and he says, as they feel too. Yep, they do what they want. They absolutely do what they want. Vanessa said, I wish I never met him. Yeah, yeah, I know. Other than your son, I know. I know exactly how you feel. There are days I feel exactly the same way. I have this saying that I say, I think I've actually told him this when it was coming towards the end. Um, I should have left. I told him I should have left you where I met you. I should have left you where I met you. If I only knew, if we could only see the future. If we could only see the future. Let's see. And he said, kids is the worst way, unfair. I don't know how my kids have behavioral problems because of it. Yeah. So we gotta, I'm gonna tell you, you know what I'm gonna say. I'm gonna tell you, we gotta pray on it. We gotta figure out some things that the kids like. If it's boxing, if it's gymnastics, if it's karate, if it's piano, if it's that painting, um, whatever it is, we gotta we gotta we gotta figure out, and it's something that we'll have to play with to figure out what is it that, especially if they're having behavioral problems, what is it that we can do to get them to, or just get them to get them into therapy, that they can talk to someone, um, and get their feelings out. Um, And he said, yes, Vanessa, but I love my kids. Yeah, yep, yep, I know. We know. Vanessa says this man has 6 kids with 6 different women. I found out about 3 years ago. This is his life. It's not my problem. But I won't allow him to destroy my life. Exactly. Or your son's life, Vanessa. We've got to draw the line in the sand. We've got to draw the line in the sand. So my advice, I'm telling you what I would tell myself. My advice would be, don't call him. Don't remind him how to be a dad. Don't remind him to call your son. Don't remind him that he needs to be a father. He has 6 kids. He knows better. Hopefully by now he should know. And if he doesn't know by now, he never will. Or he just doesn't care. They don't care. They absolutely don't care. And we're not going to allow them to destroy our children anymore. We're drawing the line in the sand, and we're saying enough is enough. And if the kids are not pushing the issue, if the kids are not saying they want to go with dad, the kids are not saying, I want to call dad, I want to talk to dad, for right now, until we get things to even keel and we figure things out, just let it be. Just let everything lay low. Let them continue to play their games with someone else. let them continue to play games with someone else's children. But our children, they're not doing that with them. We're not going to allow it anymore. No more. Annie said 6. Wow. Yeah, a lot of kids with 6 different women, by the way. So he's obviously doing the same thing over and over and over, and he's not learning his lesson. And he's damaging all of these women and all of these kids. Vanessa said, yes. I couldn't believe it when I found out he was leading a double life. And a lot of narcissists do lead double lives. They live one way with someone and then another way with someone else. They pretend to be someone with one and then they do another thing with someone else. That they double lives, probably even triple lives and quadruple lives is what that's what they, it's all a game. It's all a game. It's all about getting supply. So they're getting supply now from us. They're getting supply now from the kids. They're getting supply now from the new supply who's coming in and not knowing the games that these people are playing. Pray for the gift and the power of discernment, guys. I'm telling you. So that when these creatures come sniffing and lurking and wanting to devour us, God cuts them off. God shows us, nope, no, not them. Nope. Keep it going, keep it pushing, not interested at all. Um, Annie said, yeah, true. Um, it do help, I agree. But I saw the aggressive part, so it's therapy. They don't talk. Yeah, my daughter is the same way. She talks to me, but she doesn't to a therapist. She's not talking. They went to therapy. We went to therapy, and in the therapy sessions, he made her cry. In the therapy sessions, he blamed her and me for everything. He lied. It was just, excuse my language, it was a shit show. He was just continuing that same cycle. So a lot of times therapy does not help. So if therapy is not helping, we got to find out what they like, and then we got to get them to that space, and we got to figure out if there's any triggers, and we got to work around. And when they are going through those processes, um, we just got to help them switch it as quickly as possible so they don't stay in that space and that, rewards, that when they're doing good, that we acknowledge them and tell them, hey, you're doing so good. And we just got to figure out ways to help them through, all the anger and all the disappointment that they've been through with these people. We just got to figure out small ways to make it work. Um, let's see. Annie said, oh my God, I'm sorry for you. Yeah. Be sure he do the same at all his baby mamas. I'm sure he is doing the same thing. Absolutely. I bet all the kids are almost the same age. He's probably got a few, probably within a 6-year span where they're all probably back to back. Poor kids. Not today, Satan. I love it. Vanessa said, I'm not sure the ages of all of his kids, but I guess they are close in age. Yeah. Yep. Yeah. 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 Absolutely. That's exactly what it is. Annie, you're absolutely correct. Um, and he said, don't forget to care about yourself too. If you do, if you do bad, it's worse. I neglected myself for a long time. That I got myself sick. Yeah, and that's what guess what? That's what the narcissist wants. The narcissist, and I don't know, because if we're taking care of their kids, how could you want that for us? But the narcissist wants that we're sick. The narcissist wants that we are just dying inside and outside. The narcissist wants the worst for us. They wish bad on us. And it doesn't make sense because that shows that they don't love the kids. Because if the kids are with us, you would think that the other parent would do everything in their power to make sure that we're healthy, to make sure that we're taken care of, knowing that if we're healthy and we're taken care of, then guess what? Our kids are healthy and our kids are taken care of. But they don't come from that standpoint. They don't come from that avenue. That isn't something that they do, unfortunately. Sorry, guys. Hi, Cupcake. Hi. Okay, baby. I'm wrapping up. Okay, see you in a little bit. Love you. Okay, bye. Okay, sorry guys. My daughter's gonna be getting she's leaving school. So yeah, very, very, very unfortunate. Let's see here. Oops. So let's see here. Annie said I talk to myself at the same. I don't even know anymore. Yep. Yeah, and God, talk to God. Give all your concerns and your cares to God. He is going to 100%. He'll if we just trust him, we just got to trust him. Trust him in the process. Trust him that if this vile, toxic person is not wanting to step up to be the dad or the mom or the parent that they should be, know that it is God intervening and knowing that that child needs to be in a healthy mindset and a healthy space. And if that means not having the narcissist there, then unfortunately, that's the stance that we have to go with. So, yeah. Uh-oh. So, yeah, unfortunately, that's what we have to get comfortable with. That's what we have to figure out. Vanessa said, well, they never help. Yeah, they don't. They really don't. Yeah, school is done. Yeah, she's they're leaving the school now, the bus. So I'm gonna go pick her up from the bus stop. Let's see. Vanessa said I can remember when my narc baby daddy was wishing bad on me, and unfortunately, sad enough, he probably is still wishing bad on you. He wants us. They want us to fail. I don't understand it, which to me, and I'll say it again, that just leads me to think that they don't love the kids. They absolutely don't love the kids, because if they love the kids, they would want for us to flourish. They would want for us to thrive. They would want for us to succeed. They would want for us to do well, knowing that we're taking care of their kids. And if we're taking care of our kids and we're not healthy and we're not happy and we're not um, taken care of financially or emotionally, spiritually, all of the above, that if we're not in that healthy space, then these kids are suffering. They don't care about the kids. It one and one equals two to me. One and one equals two. That's how it goes. Vanessa said he was hoping that I would lose my mind, but he served but I serve a good God. Yes, absolutely, absolutely. That's what they wish. They wish that we would lose our minds. But guess who's going to lose their mind? They are. Guess who's losing their mind right now? They are, because they're roaming this earth trying to find supply. They're roaming this earth knowing that they no longer have us and that we are in a healthy space and that we are in a good mindset and that we are picking up the pieces and that we're moving forward with our lives and we're taking care of our kids and we're being healthy and happy and we're showing our kids what a healthy happy environment and life looks like, they don't like that. They don't like it. They hate it. They absolutely hate it. Let's see. He threatened to kill me for months. Yep. Spit in my face, etc. I never saw how much hate. I never saw so much hate in my world, in my life. Yeah. Yep. And it comes from a space, I think, is because we're so strong and we're so resilient and we bounce back, and they despise who we are as people. They wish that they had the qualities that we had, that we have, and they will never be, and that's a sad reality to them. And so they take it out on us because of who we are, because people love us, people are drawn to us, people respect us, people, we're the light, we're the energy source. That's who we are, and they don't like it at all. They absolutely despise us, so they will hate everything about us. They will do whatever it is to bring us down. And it's sad, but this is a reality. Um, but you got to stay prayed up. We have to stay prayed up, covered, covered at all time, and pray over our children all day, every day. 100%. We have to do that. We have to keep ourselves and our kids covered at all times. Um, Yeah, that's what they want. Absolutely. They would never act that way if they love them. Exactly. And that shows me, and I'll say it again and again, that shows me they don't love the kids. Because if they don't love the kids and they're treating us the way they're treating us, it just shows. Everybody knows that if a mom or a dad is in a healthy space, then the other parent is in a healthy space. If that parent is the one that takes the majority of the responsibility of raising the child, then why wouldn't you want that other parent to be happy? Why wouldn't you call that other parent and say, hey, do they need anything? Is there anything? What's going on? How are their grades? What's going on with the school? What can I do to help? If they're not contacting you in that way at all to find out what they can do to ease your responsibility and ease your day-to-day life, they don't care about the kids. If they're not coming from an adult space and say, okay, let's put things in the past, let's move forward and let's work it out, let's figure out how we can do this. If they're not coming from that space, they don't love the kids. They don't care about the kids. It's all about winning and money. That's all they care about. Well, honey, keep your $46 and leave me and my kid alone, because I'm not doing that BS with you anymore. I'm done. Done. Um Vanessa said, I really enjoy these live chats. They are very helpful. Thanks. Oh, thank you. I'm so glad. I'm so happy to hear that. I'm really, really pleased to know that. Thank you. I appreciate you. Annie said, even my friend saw him this weekend. She told me after, wow, he hates me. He hates people who love you too. Absolutely. They do hate us. They hate us, but they could keep hating, honey. They could keep hating. Let them keep hating. As long as they're not infringing on our space, they could keep hating from afar. Keep hating right over there. Because you know what? They hate themselves. They hate themselves. That's the truth. Narcissists hate themselves. Yes, absolutely. Aw, I appreciate you guys. LOL, mine is back to school too. I have to go. They understand English better than me. I love it. I love it, love it, love it. Well, I love you guys. Today was very productive. I'm glad that we were able to talk about, this co-parenting thing. Maybe we'll do a part two, maybe next week or the week after. Maybe we'll just bring it back because I think it's a really important topic. And I think that if everyone understands that if the other person is healthy, if both parents are healthy, guess what we get from two healthy parents? a healthy child or healthy children. And until the narcissist figures that out, nothing they do will prosper. Everything they go to do will fall, and everything they go to do will fail. So that's on their end, and we're going to continue to be positive, loving, caring, and kind, and show our kids what a healthy home and a healthy environment is supposed to look like. Yep. LOL, mine are back to school. Okay. Um, Ladies, thanks. Yep. Bye, guys. I love you guys. Bless you too. I love you guys so much. I appreciate you guys, and I hope that we continue to pray and ask for God's guidance as we co-parent with the narcissist. If that means not parenting with them at all until we find our peace and our happiness, if that's something that we have to come to grips with, then unfortunately, that's what we have to do. But we want healthy people. We want a healthy environment for our kids. We want our kids to be happy and not crying. We want our kids to be themselves and not have someone tell them who they can and cannot be. So, yes, so bless you guys. I love you guys. You guys are amazing. Yes, absolutely. Kisses back to you guys too. Have an awesome, wonderful day. And I think I might do another live tomorrow. Since I wasn't able to get lives in this weekend, I probably will do a live tomorrow. I just have to figure out what we're going to talk about. So have a blessed and wonderful day. You guys are amazing. Love you guys. And remember that you are part of the kingdom, and God loves you more than anything in this world. Remember to like, share, and subscribe, which you guys are already subscribers, but whoever is coming and new here, we would love to have you as part of our kingdom family. And then if you guys want to connect for a one-on-one coaching session, I'm going to put my email in the description area. I would love to connect with you. So have an amazing, wonderful, peaceful co-parenting day. And we love you guys. So have a blessed day. Talk to you soon. Love you, kingdom. Bye. Love you.